Oh, shout out to Shin. For this, I mean, it was off screen, but fun fact, Shin, he's actually using the Dark Portrait. He's using Dark's Portrait. Let's go. Let's go. As spawning in the top right hand corner of Ley Lines, we have the South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Team Falcons. It is Rogue. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Blue Zerg player representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is Shin. Here we go, as we have 2 best of 3s remaining here in our broadcast. 2 more matches to go. Oh, and not gonna lie, I'm a little bit relieved that the previous TVT did not go to the ace match. I'm not gonna not gonna lie. Mario came into what? He did what into season 2? Ah, you heard me, Magnath. What do you mean? What are you talking about? When do you think he came? Este Magna. Here we go. As we are selling into this, so far Hatch Gas Pool out of Rogue. Likewise, Shin going for his own similar open rooms as well. Sorry, Shin and Rogue. So far, standard openers, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. We're not delaying our gases. And we are setting up. Thing is, guys, Gumiho and Maru is not a fair fight. Are you saying that Maru did overcome Gumiho? As a reminder, Gumiho already beat Maru like 2 weeks ago in GSL qualifiers. So for context, Maru, he was able to get his revenge. He was able to get his revenge over Gumiho after what happened previously. During the transformation to a Hellbat, the important components recede into the pilots. So the pilot now takes damage rather than the car. There you go. Excuse me? What goes into the pilot? But it Este Senju. Oh no. Not like this. So now we're setting up. We are going to be setting up here so far, just standard openers. What we're waiting for is to see if anyone skips their Bailey Nest, if anyone stays on 2 bases, if anyone does delay their 3rd. That's going to be the first step here between our 2 players. Likewise, Rogi pulls 1 out of gas, and Shin does the same. So no one is staying in. So we're not doubling down here into a heavier bailing commitment or heavier gas income. So far we're mirroring each other. There we go. 3rd base are being taken by Shin. 3rd on the way for Rogue as well. And we have our Bailey Nest on the way. So far so good. Oh, I spoke too soon. Rogue, he does skip the nest, going for an Evo Chamber, and Rogue, he should be going for a Ling Flood. So Rogue, he should be going for a Ling Flood, and oh, never mind. I was going to say skipping Bailings, but a much later nest out of Rogue. Lings are on the way, don't get me wrong, but a very different setup here from our Zerg player. Interesting. Ling Flood is on the way. Oh, Shin, he does notice. He does notice the wall. Shin is aware. And we need those Bailings. We need those defensive Bailings here, as Rogue is committing. Behind this, Shin is droning, going for his own faster Roach Warren. Bailey Nest is almost done. And Rogue, he will soon send it across the map. There we go, does pull the trigger, does move out. +1 carapace on the way. Bailings are morphing in. We got 3 Bailings here for Rogue. Queens, they push forward. Oh! They don't quite commit. Going for the 3rd base instead. Lings, they attempt to surround. They force Rogue. Oh, sorry, they force Shin out. Hatcher taking a lot of hits, so we got a transfuse. No transfuse. And the base does fall. Massive pick off. Shin down to 2 bases. The Bailings are just a little bit too late, so they're morphing in too far behind. And Rogue, he pops off. Behind this, Rogue has been droning. Rogue, he does fully saturate on 2 bases. Going for his own Roach Warren. +1 carapace almost done. Or is on the way, I should say. And Rogue takes a lead. Rogue, he does take a lead. Behind this, Shin, he's still trying to redrone, trying to resaturate. Now down a base, down in larva, down in production. He does have the faster Roach Warren at least. But not much more than that. As Rogue is moving out once again. Looking for another cancel. He should not get it. I say that banelings have arrived. He wants the base. Oh. Once again committing in. First baneling gets spent. But they do get wasted here. We still have one baneling left here for Shin. Oh my god, it does connect well enough. And Shin holds. Shin, he does hold. He shuts down the Lings. Behind this Rogue, he is cutting workers at 44. And he's amassing roaches. Roaches are on the way. They're going to hit with +1. This is a build that Solar popularized maybe 2 years ago at this point. Is going to be a Ling Roach all in with +1 Carapace. Carapace does benefit both the Lings and the Roaches. And remember, Rogue, what does he not have? No lair. This is all hatch tech. This is a hatch tech all in, purely Ling Roach. Meanwhile, Shin has been teching up. Shin going for a lair, going for, I would imagine, Roach speed. Yep, there we go. Roach speed has begun, and that's not going to help in the defense because Rogue is completely all in. What do we need? Spine Crawlers. We need Spine Crawlers to defend, to survive. Shin is in danger. Lings are amassing. If it's not spines, then banelings would be ideal as well, because there are going to be Ling reinforcements for Rogue. He's just flooding Lings across the map. I don't see any banelings. We'll see if Shin can hold on. Does have a comparable army. Will the boss connect? There's no way. He gets us around, kills the Queen. Queen gets surrounded. Rogue pushing in. Once again, Biles, they force the army back. And more free damage. Getting on top of those Queens. Bile does connect as well. Another Queen falls down to 1. 1 Queen left. More Lings rallying in. Ooh, a bit of friendly fire. A bit of friendly fire there, but Rogue, does he have enough? He's barely pushing through. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Shin. He needs a little bit more time. Needs more time here. Some wasted DPS here on the hatchery. Yeah, Rogue, we have to go for the army. Once again, going for the base. Third base goes down, and he breaks through. Yeah, Rogue, he has too much. As we mentioned, no Spine Crawlers, no banelings. The Lings, they punish the Roaches. They lock them down. The final Queen falls, and Rogue has done it. Rogue, he has done it. He committed to the all-in. He caught Shin with his pants down. Again, Shin, he wasn't expecting this. Nice Biles. GG gets called, and Rogue takes game number 1. Whew, GG. GG will play it again. No lair out of Rogue. He cuts workers at 44 and purely a Roach Ravager Ling all in with +1 Carapace. Again, this is a build that Solar is known for. Solar, he's done it plenty of times, especially against Serral back in the day. That's how Solar got like his nickname, the Serral Slayer, back when he was doing this in WTL. And to be fair, Solar went for this in a bit of a different way. He didn't Ling Flood as hard at the start of the game, but a nice adaptation there from Rogue. Again, Shin assuming that Rogue was droning, and he was, but it was fake drones at the third base. He was transferring workers over when he wasn't really saturating. GG. GG, well played with that. Rogue takes the lead, and we'll see if Shin can recover and force the ace match. Let's go. Let us go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have our South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg representing Team Falcons. It is Rogue. Leading the series 1-0, and spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Blue Zerg player representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is Shin. Currently down in the series, and we'll see if it can recover and bounce back. As Rogue can be very tricky in ZvZ, as we saw, right? So he can go for these hatch-based all-ins. The last time we saw a Shin versus Rogue, we saw Rogue go for a proxy hatchery, like in the corner of the map, hidden with creep. Like it was, it was crazy. It's wild. That was last season on Frostline. It was on Frostline. Aye. We went two base spire with a hidden spire. It was crazy. It did not work, by the way, but but it was a lot of fun. Yes, the Rogue. For now though, we're building up. Again, hatch gas pool, standard openers. No one's going for a 13-12 or a 12 pool or a 12-11. No one is going gas first, and no one is going gas less. So the openers are standard. And once again, what we're looking for, just like last game, is the timing of the Baneling Nest. Remember, last game we saw Evo Chamber before Baneling Nest, which let us know that Rogue was doing something different, was having some more shenanigans here with the Ling Flood. Ling Flood into the Roach All-In with Carapace. I don't expect the same build 2 games in a row, not at all. I expect something different out of Rogue this time. Like where SHIN, he was just trying to drone. He was just trying to play standard, man. Just taking up, getting into a lair, getting into +1 range, getting to road speed. SHIN, he just wanted to play some StarCraft. Ah. And again, especially in ZvZ, I mean in all mirror matchups in a way, like scouting is paramount. In ZvZ, at any moment, a player can cut workers and commit to an all-in. Even seeing workers at the third base isn't a tell, because they could be fake, they could just be transferred. So we have our third base on the way for SHIN, for Rogue as well. I should also emphasize welcome one and all to Ultra Love. Ultra Love is one of the smaller maps in the map pool, very short rush distance by ground. We see a lot of all-ins, a lot of committed play on Ultra Love. So we expect aggression from one of our players. There we go, Baliness on the way for SHIN. This time, Baliness on the way for Rogue at a standard timing. So far, mirrored builds. So far, everyone's playing the same. No one deviates, not yet. From here, we should be droning. We should be making a handful of lings. There we go, 6 lings for SHIN, 8 lings for Rogue. Nothing crazy. This should be for some early game pressure. And from here, we should just be droning and getting into roaches. Into roach versus roach. That's how a standard game would play out. But we'll keep an eye on our players. Ooh, okay, Evo Chamber first here for SHIN. Does go for a faster Evo Chamber. Roach Warren now on the way, behind the natural. And we'll see if SHIN goes into Carapace. Curious. If we see Carapace, then we might see SHIN go for a similar build that we saw previously from Rogue. Evo Chamber is done. Ooh, +1 range. Link does get a full scout, sees everything. Confirms the upgrade, confirms the Roach Warren. Rogue is aware. And behind this Rogue, he does cut workers. He's making 20 lings. Oh my god. It's a lot of lings on the way. I see 20 lings behind this. Roach production will soon begin. Rogue is going to commit, and SHIN is droning. SHIN is droning, Rogue is not. So Rogue, he is committing to another all-in. Bailings, they shouldn't connect. One Bailing gets picked off. Nice control so far to SHIN. Trying to bait out that Bailing. Goes further into the bases, confirms no saturation. Oh no! And he does get us around. Does get the Queen. Nice pickup. Queen goes down, but at the same time, Rogue just sends it across the map. Ooh, does not take the Bailing to the face. Oh, SHIN does. Rogue defends, and Rogue attacks. SHIN, miscontrol across the map. Takes some Banes to the face. Roach is getting surrounded. And Rogue, he's popping off. He takes down the army, takes down the Roaches, takes down the expansion as well. SHIN, he holds on to the natural at least. But the base should fall. The base should fall. Oh, he just goes for the army. Oh my god. He just goes to the surround. Takes out the Queens, the Roaches, the mass link flood does too much. Remember, Rogue, he was not droning, he was massing up lings for this moment. As it cleans up all the Roaches. Who needs Roaches? Just make lings. True. I mean, that's Rogue, he just keeps link flooding. Where are the Bailings? The Bailings are not ready, they're not going to be ready. Bailings are denied. Likewise, Roaches are surrounded. As the hatchery does go down, we have 2 more Bailings on the way. Down to 1, down to 0. Yeah, Bailings are denied, and SHIN, he has nothing. He has nothing here. He's being overrun, being overwhelmed. Once again, SHIN was droning. You don't drone against Rogue. GG gets called. And Rogue will take the series 2-0 real fast and real quick and advance on and qualify for GSL Group Stage 2. GG. GG, well played. Rogue all-inning twice in a row. Different all-ins. Here he just committed to a mass ling flood, cutting workers at 34. SHIN was droning. SHIN was investing into upgrades. SHIN was once again building up towards a later timing attack. and Rogue was able to strike first. What's important though before that was the Link Bane, right? The Link Bane aggression between the two players. SHIN did take some massive Baneling connections to the face. Rogue didn't. Rogue was able to out control SHIN, able to avoid those Banelings, get across the map, get those surrounds going. And SHIN, he did stumble there in that moment. Again, it was hyper aggressive, very intense. One bad step, one wrong move, and it will cost you everything. SHIN lost his army and then got surrounded. Then got surrounded from there. GG, well played. Congratulations to Rogue as he does claim the series. And now we have one series remaining. So right now we have 3 players confirmed for the group stage 2. We have Hero, Maru, and Rogue. 1 Protoss, 1 Zerg, 1 Terran. They're all advancing on into group stage 2, past group stage 1. They're being seeded further into the tournament. And now we have 1 series remaining, 1 spot left. Up next is going to be SHIN, as he has another chance. SHIN, he has another chance here as he's going up against Classic in a PvZ. Let's go. Again, the final series of this broadcast. Whew, oh my god. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit thankful that was a really fast ZvZ. We've had some long matches. We've had some really long matches here tonight. And I was a little bit concerned we were going to go over time, but Rogue and SHIN, they got us. They got us. We're all good.